Hey, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Imagine finding a penny in your pocket change that could be worth up to $1 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, today we are diving deep into the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, a coin that has taken the world by storm due to its extraordinary value and unique features. Could one of these rare pennies be hiding in your change? Let's find out! Before we jump into the details, let's go back to 1982. This year was significant in U.S. coin history. The U.S. Mint made an important change that impacts the value of this specific penny. So, what exactly makes the 1982 Lincoln penny so special? They switched from producing pennies made primarily of copper to using a much cheaper zinc core with a thin copper coating. This change was meant to reduce costs, but it resulted in 7 different varieties of the Lincoln penny being produced that year, making 1982 a confusing yet exciting year for coin collectors. But here's where things get interesting. Among these 1982 varieties, the one collectors are buzzing about is the 1982 no-mint mark penny. These pennies were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, and Philadelphia didn't add a mint mark to their pennies at the time. This can make them easily overlooked, but trust me, if you find the right one, it could be worth a fortune. Why could this penny be worth up to $1 million? Well, it all comes down to rarity and error coins. There are extremely rare versions of the 1982 penny that were mistakenly struck on solid copper planchets instead of zinc. These error coins are highly sought after by collectors, and only a handful have been found. So how can you identify a potentially valuable 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in your collection? Let's go through the steps. First, make sure the penny has the date 1982 without a mint mark under the date. Copper pennies weigh about 3.11 grams, while the zinc-coated pennies weigh only 2.5 grams. Use a digital scale to measure the weight of your 1982 pennies. As with any collectible coin, mint state condition adds to the value. But even well-circulated 1982 pennies could be worth something if they're error coins. If you suspect you have a valuable 1982 penny, the next step is to get it authenticated and graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. A graded coin can increase in value based on its condition and rarity. Collectors have already paid massive amounts for some 1982 pennies. In fact, one 1982 no-mint mark penny struck on a copper planchet sold for over $18,000. And the value only goes up from there. Experts believe a high-grade, pristine example could fetch $1 million or more at auction. But why do collectors go crazy over the 1982 penny? It's the perfect combination of historical significance, varietal, and the possibility of finding an extremely rare and valuable error. That makes it one of the most exciting coins for anyone to search for, whether you're new to coin collecting or a seasoned expert. Now that you know what to look for, it's time to check your pocket change, piggy banks, and old coin jars. Who knows? You might be sitting on a small fortune. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on the latest videos about rare coins worth big money. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, hit that like button and let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare penny. Imagine reaching into your pocket, pulling out a 2020 D Lincoln penny, and realizing that it's worth over $1.1 million. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, today we're diving deep into the world of modern pennies, and specifically why some 2020 D Lincoln pennies could be worth an absolute fortune. In this video, we'll explore why the 2020 D penny has caught the attention of collectors, and what unique features could make yours one of the rarest pennies out there. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and whether you might be sitting on a jackpot. First, let's start with a quick history lesson. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation for over 100 years, but even in modern times, certain rare coins become incredibly valuable. One such coin is the 2020 D Lincoln penny, minted in Denver, which, under certain conditions, could be worth an astonishing $1.1 million. So what makes this penny so special? In general, most pennies minted in 2020 are only worth their face value of 1 cent. However, collectors are always on the lookout for errors, low mintages, and unique variations that can turn a regular coin into a rare collectible. Let's break down the key features that could make your 2020 D Lincoln penny worth more than just pocket change. First and foremost, collectors are searching for coins with error strikes. Errors like an off-center strike, die breaks, or even a double die error can increase a coin's value significantly. Some error coins have been known to sell for hundreds of thousands or even millions at auction. But the biggest prize? If you come across this is where the details on the front of the coin appear doubled, you might just be looking at a penny worth $1.1 million. Even with these errors, condition matters a lot. A 2020 D penny found in circulation could still be valuable, but one that has remained in pristine, mint state condition could easily fetch a higher price. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, and if your 2020 D penny is graded at MS 65 or higher, that's when you're entering the high-value territory. Keep in mind that the combination of an error and a high grade is what makes a penny soar to that $1.1 million mark. So how can you tell if your 2020 D penny has an error? You don't need to be an expert to start. Here's what you should do. If you have a magnifying glass or a coin loupe, that's even better. Look for obvious errors like an off-center strike or signs of doubling, especially around Lincoln's profile or the lettering. Step 3. If you spot anything unusual, consider getting your coin professionally graded. Sending it to a reputable grading service, such as PCGS or Asterisk, NGC, will give you a clearer idea of its value. Now, let's talk about the coin market. Rare Lincoln pennies, particularly error coins, are in high demand by collectors and investors alike. Just take a look at some recent auction results. In 2020 alone, several error pennies, including modern coins, sold for six-figure sums at auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers. It just goes to show that even coins minted in recent years can fetch a fortune if they have the right features. If you think you've found a rare 2020 D penny, the next step is protecting it. You'll want to avoid touching the coin with your fingers to prevent oils from damaging it. Instead, store it in a protective case or flip. When it comes to selling your coin, you have a few options. You can take it to a local coin dealer, sell it online via platforms like eBay, or, for particularly rare finds, consign it to a major auction house. But be sure to get an appraisal first, so you don't sell it for less than it's worth. Who knew that a penny you could find in your spare change might be worth a life-changing amount of money? So, the next time you come across a 2020 D Lincoln penny, take a second look. It might just be your lucky day. And if you liked this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more exciting coin discoveries. Let me know in the comments if you've found any rare pennies in your collection, and happy hunting! Thanks for watching, and remember, your next penny might be worth more than you ever imagined. We're diving into the world of rare and valuable coins, specifically the 1982 D Lincoln penny. Could this unassuming coin be your ticket to becoming a millionaire? Let's start by talking about the history of the 1982 D Lincoln penny. In 1982, the U.S. Mint made a major change in the composition of the penny. Before this year, pennies were made of 95% copper, but in 1982, due to the rising cost of copper, the Mint began producing pennies using 97.5% zinc with just a thin copper coating. This year marks a transition, so you can actually find two versions of 1982 pennies, some made of copper and others made of zinc. But what makes the 1982 D penny so special? Why could one of these pennies be worth over $1 million? The 1982 D penny was struck at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D mint mark under the date. But here's where it gets interesting. While most of the 1982 D pennies are zinc-based, there are a few rare copper ones that were mistakenly struck with the new die mint for zinc coins. The copper version of this penny weighs approximately 3.11 grams, while the zinc version weighs only 2.5 grams. This weight difference is crucial in identifying the rare copper penny from the more common zinc pennies. Now, here's where the story takes a fascinating turn. In 2019, a collector discovered a 1982 D copper penny and took it to auction. This rare find shocked the coin world, and it sold for an unbelievable $1.2 million. The reason for this astronomical price? The extreme rarity of the coin and its perfect condition. Since then, collectors everywhere have been hunting for these rare 1982 D copper pennies. But why is it so valuable? Only a few are known to exist, and their scarcity, combined with the history of the U.S. Mint's transition from copper to zinc, makes this penny a true gem in the numismatic world. So how can you tell if you have one of these million-dollar pennies in your collection? First, check the weight of the coin. If it weighs 3.11 grams, you might just have a copper penny. A good digital scale will help you here. Another method is the sound test. Copper coins tend to produce a distinctive ringing sound when dropped, whereas zinc pennies sound dull. Additionally, try a simple magnet test. Copper isn't magnetic, so your 1982 D copper penny should not be attracted to a magnet. If you believe you found a 1982 D copper penny, the first thing you should do is handle it with extreme care. Don't clean the coin or handle it roughly, as its condition can significantly impact its value. Next, get it authenticated by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They will verify its authenticity and give it a grade based on its condition, which could help determine its value at auction. So, do you have a fortune hiding in your pocket change? The 1982 D copper Lincoln penny is one of the most sought-after coins by collectors today, and the potential for finding one is out there. Remember, while most pennies are just worth a cent, a rare few can be worth a fortune. Happy hunting, and who knows? You might just be the next person to find $1 million coin. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel for more incredible coin finds, and leave a comment below letting us know if you've found any rare coins. We're talking about the 1979 D Lincoln penny, a coin that's turning heads in the numismatic world for its incredible potential value. Could you have one of these valuable pennies lying around? Let's find out. The Lincoln penny has been a staple in American currency since 1909. It was created to honor President Abraham Lincoln, and over the years, certain variations of the penny have become incredibly valuable. One such variation is the 1979 D penny, minted in Denver. Now, while most of these pennies are worth only face value, a rare few are worth much, much more. In 1979, the Denver Mint produced millions of pennies, but as with any mass production, there are always a few that are different from the rest. Whether it's due to minting errors, rare materials, or unique features, these differences can turn a regular penny into a valuable collector's item. So, what makes the 1979 D Lincoln penny worth $1.3 million? It all comes down to a few factors that make these pennies stand out. The value of any coin is heavily influenced by its rarity. The 1979 D penny with specific minting errors or unusual features is incredibly rare. We're talking about only a handful being in existence, which skyrockets its value. In the world of coin collecting, minting errors can turn an ordinary coin into a valuable one. Errors such as double die obverse, off-center strikes, or variations in the mint mark can make these pennies highly sought after. Another critical factor is the condition of the coin. Coins that have been preserved in almost pristine condition, like being graded MS-67 or higher, are incredibly valuable. That's why some 1979 D pennies have fetched astronomical prices at auctions. Now that you know why the 1979 D Lincoln penny could be worth $1.3 million, let's talk about how to identify whether you have one of these valuable coins. There are a few key things you need to check. First, check the penny for the D mint mark, which indicates it was minted in Denver. You'll find this mint mark just below the year 1979 on the front side of the penny, right near Lincoln's bust. Next, examine the coin closely for any signs of minting errors. Use a magnifying glass or a coin loupe to look for features like double strikes, off-center strikes, or any unusual lettering. These can significantly increase the coin's value. Finally, assess the condition of the penny. Coins that are in excellent condition with minimal wear are always more valuable. If you think you have a penny in top condition, you should consider getting it professionally graded by organizations like PCGS or NGC to verify its value. There have been some incredible sales of 1979 D Lincoln pennies over the years, with some fetching up to $1.3 million at auction. These are usually the result of rare errors and excellent condition, so it's worth taking the time to carefully examine your collection. One such penny sold for over $1 million because of its flawless condition and a rare minting error known as a double die. Auction houses and collectors are always on the lookout for these hidden treasures. So what should you do if you think you have a rare 1979 D penny? First, don't spend it. Set it aside and handle it carefully to avoid further wear and tear. Next, have it evaluated by a professional coin dealer or a grading service to determine its true value. And finally, if it turns out to be the real deal, you could potentially sell it at an auction or to a private collector for big money. Who knew that something as small as a penny could be worth $1.3 million? It just goes to show that you never know what kind of treasures are hiding in your pocket change. So, the next time you come across a 1979 D Lincoln penny, take a closer look. You could be holding a fortune in your hands. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Who knows? We're diving into the story of the 1974 D Lincoln penny. Yes, that's right. A penny that could be worth up to $1.4 million. You heard that correctly, folks. So, stay tuned because you don't want to miss this incredible opportunity to learn more about this rare coin. Let's get started. Now, what makes a 1974 D Lincoln penny worth so much money? What should you be looking for? And most importantly, could you be holding one of these gems without even knowing it? In this video, we'll break it all down for you, from what makes this coin so valuable, to where you can find one, and how you can potentially sell it for big bucks. Stick around until the end to find out how a small copper coin became one of the most sought-after treasures in the coin collecting world. The 1974 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, and is part of the iconic Lincoln cent series, which has been around since 1909. While most of these pennies were minted in the billions and aren't considered rare, there are some special versions of this coin that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for. The 1974 D penny is made primarily of copper, specifically 95% copper and 5% zinc. But what we're really interested in today is a unique variation of this penny that was made from aluminum. In 1973, the U.S. Mint was experimenting with different materials to replace copper because of rising costs. They produced some aluminum penny prototypes, including a 1974 D aluminum Lincoln penny. This was meant to save the government money on the production of pennies. However, the plan was never approved, and the coins were supposed to be melted down, but not all of them were. Some of these aluminum pennies somehow made their way into circulation, with only a few remaining today. These aluminum pennies are extremely rare, and that's what makes them so valuable. To understand why these coins are worth so much, you need to understand the rarity factor. The U.S. Mint never released the 1974 aluminum pennies to the public. Any that exist today were likely never meant to leave the mint and are considered illegal to own in some cases. In fact, there are only a few known examples of these coins that are in private collections. A 1974 aluminum penny in mint condition could fetch up to $1.4 million or more at auction. That's because there's a limited supply, and collectors are willing to pay a premium for such an unusual and historic coin. Not only is the coin rare, but its unique composition and the mystery surrounding its escape from the mint add an aura of intrigue that increases its value even more. Now, how can you tell if you have one of these ultra-rare pennies? The first thing you need to do is look at the date. If your penny is from 1974 and has the D mint mark, you're off to a good start. The mint mark is located just below the date on the front of the coin, indicating that it was minted in Denver. However, the key to identifying the $1 million version is the coin's material. A regular 1974 penny will feel heavier because it's made of copper, but an aluminum penny will be much lighter, weighing just about 0.93 grams. You can easily tell the difference by using a precise coin scale. Additionally, the aluminum penny will have a lighter, almost silver appearance compared to the reddish hue of copper pennies. So what should you do if you think you've found a 1974 aluminum penny? First, don't panic, but also, don't rush to sell it immediately. Before you do anything, you'll need to have it authenticated by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. These organizations can verify whether your coin is the real deal and assign it an official grade based on its condition. Once authenticated, you can consider selling your coin through major auction houses such as Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, where collectors of rare coins frequently place bids. You can also reach out to private collectors who specialize in rare pennies. However, keep in mind that legal issues have arisen in the past with the government reclaiming some of these aluminum pennies, so it's important to consult with a coin expert or lawyer to ensure you're proceeding correctly. Even if you don't have one of these rare aluminum pennies, there's still good news. Regular 1974 Lincoln pennies can still hold some value depending on their condition. A pristine, uncirculated copper 1974 penny can sell for around $10 to $20, and certain varieties with errors, like doubling or misstrikes, could be worth even more. So, be sure to keep an eye on all your 1974 pennies. You never know what hidden gems might be sitting in your coin jar. There you have it, folks. The 1974 Lincoln penny could be worth $1.4 million if it's one of those rare aluminum prototypes. Be sure to check your change, because you never know when you might strike it rich with a simple penny. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Z Coins World for more exciting coin news and valuable tips. We're diving into the world of the 2019 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that collectors are hunting down, and some are willing to pay up to $1.5 million for it. Stick around, because I'm going to reveal exactly what makes this penny so valuable, and how you can tell if you have one hiding in your change jar. Now, let's get down to business. You might be asking, how can a 2019 Lincoln penny be worth so much money? After all, it's only a penny, right? Well, not exactly. The Lincoln penny has been an iconic piece of American currency for more than 100 years. But when it comes to rare and valuable coins, it's not just about age. Sometimes, it's small mistakes or anomalies in the minting process that make a coin incredibly valuable. That's exactly the case with this 2019 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. In 2019, millions of pennies were produced by the U.S. Mint at various locations, including Philadelphia and Denver. However, the ones without a mint mark, especially from the Philadelphia Mint, have become particularly interesting to collectors. This is because some pennies from that year possess unique errors that make them incredibly rare. So, what exactly makes these pennies so valuable? It's all about minting errors. Collectors go wild for coins that have flaws, and in the case of this 2019 penny, the rare no mint mark variety with specific errors are commanding extraordinary prices. A doubling of the image, particularly on the date or lettering. Foreign objects getting in the way during the striking process, causing unique marks. Pennies struck off center can be worth a lot more due to their unique appearance. These types of errors are rare, and when they occur on a coin as common as the 2019 penny, it turns that ordinary piece of change into a collector's dream. Here's the exciting part. How can you tell if you've got one of these rare and valuable pennies in your pocket? It all starts with a close examination. First, make sure your 2019 penny doesn't have a mint mark under the year. If it does, it's from Denver, marked with a D, and while it might still be worth something, it's the no mint mark variety that we're after. Next, look closely at the details on the penny. The most valuable versions will have clear minting errors, like doubling on Lincoln's profile or unusual markings on the coin. A magnifying glass or a coin microscope will help you see these details more clearly. If your penny was struck off center, with part of the design missing, you could be looking at a huge payday. Condition matters. A penny in uncirculated or mint condition will be worth far more than a well-worn one. Be sure to preserve its quality if you think you've got something valuable. So, you think you've found a 2019 penny worth $1.5 million? What's next? It's important to get the coin professionally appraised and graded. This will give you an official certification of the coin's condition and error, which is crucial when selling it to a collector or at an auction. Two of the most respected grading services are PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. They will examine your penny, give it a grade, and verify any rare errors that make it valuable. Once it's graded, you can start shopping it around to serious buyers and auction houses. When it comes to selling your rare penny, there are a few options. You could list it on an online marketplace like eBay, or for serious collectors, consider going through a coin auction house. You'll have access to millions of potential buyers, but be sure to include your coin's grading certificate and plenty of detailed photos. If you want to get top dollar, sending your penny to a prestigious auction house might be the best route. These auctions attract serious buyers willing to pay top dollar for rare finds. Before you spend your next penny, be sure to take a good look. These rare 2019 no mint mark Lincoln pennies could be lurking in your wallet, or even in your spare change drawer. Finding one could be life-changing, turning a simple penny into $1 million treasure. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins hiding in your everyday change, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more amazing coin discoveries. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. We're diving deep into why this 2006 Lincoln penny is so valuable, how to spot one, and what you can do to maximize your chances of striking it rich. So, if you're ready to discover if you have one of these rare coins, let's get into it. The Lincoln penny, one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history, has been in circulation for over a century. It honors Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, and has been a staple in U.S. coinage since 1909. While millions of Lincoln pennies are minted each year, every so often, a rare error or unique characteristic makes one of these common coins extremely valuable. The 2006 penny, minted in Denver, was part of the regular minting process. But what makes this specific penny stand out is a set of unique errors and rare features that collectors are desperately hunting for. We'll break down exactly what makes this penny worth so much. It might just blow your mind. So, why would a regular-looking penny from 2006 be worth a mind-boggling $1.60 million? It all comes down to coin errors and specific characteristics. There are a few rare varieties of the 2060 Lincoln penny that have these unusual. The most sought-after 2060 pennies are those that feature minting errors like doubled dies, off-center strikes, or planchet errors. These mistakes are incredibly rare and occur during the minting process, making the coin stand out to serious collectors. Another important factor is the condition of the coin. Pennies that have been graded by professional coin grading services as MS68 or higher, meaning they are in near-perfect condition, fetch the highest prices. The penny in pristine condition is like finding a needle in a haystack. Some 2060 pennies may have a unique luster or finish that is different from the typical penny. Whether it's a result of an anomaly during the minting process or a rare type of metal composition, this could also boost the coin's value significantly. Some coins were struck using worn-out dies, which results in coins with faint or unclear details. A few 2060 pennies may feature a weak strike or even doubled images, making them stand out to collectors. When you combine all these factors, you're looking at a penny that might seem ordinary to the untrained eye but is worth a small fortune to coin experts and collectors. Do I have one of these valuable pennies? Here's the first step is to look at the overall condition of your 2060 penny. Check for any visible wear, scratches, or damage. If the penny looks nearly brand new, you might have something special on your hands. Remember, coins in mint condition are far more valuable. Use a magnifying glass to closely inspect the details. Check the edges of the penny, the date, the portrait of Lincoln, and the D mint mark. Any unusual doubling of the numbers or letters. Is the penny off-center, or does it have a smooth edge where it shouldn't? If you spot any abnormalities, this could increase the coin's worth significantly. If you suspect you have a rare error or high-grade penny, it's important to get it professionally graded by a reputable grading service like PeaceGS or NGC. They'll assess your coin's condition and certify it with an official grade. This is the key step if you want to know whether your penny is worth big bucks. Lastly, if you're unsure about the value of your coin, it's always a good idea to consult with a coin expert or a trusted coin dealer. They can help you determine if your penny is truly one of the rare ones worth $1.6 million. You might be wondering why collectors are willing to pay so much for rare coins, like this 2060 Lincoln penny. Well, rare coins are more than just pieces of metal. They represent history, artistry, and in some cases, a unique mistake that makes them one of a kind. This combination of rarity, error, and history is what drives prices sky high at auctions. In fact, in recent years, we've seen rare coins break records at auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers, fetching millions of dollars from dedicated collectors who want to own a piece of history. Your 2060 Lincoln penny could be the next big thing. So, you're excited to hunt for rare pennies? Great! Here are a few quick tips to maximize your chances of finding a valuable 2060 Lincoln penny, or any rare coin for that matter. Always take a second to look at the coins you receive in change, especially older coins. Rare coins often slip through circulation unnoticed. Visit your local bank and ask for rolls of pennies. Sorting through these rolls can be a great way to find hidden treasures. Coin shows and coin shops are great places to find rare coins. Plus, you can learn a lot from experienced collectors. There are online communities filled with coin collectors who share tips, trades, and even sell rare coins. It's a great way to expand your knowledge and network with fellow collectors. There you have it, the 2060 Lincoln penny that could be worth $1.6 million. So, get out there and start checking your change, because you never know when you might stumble upon a fortune. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content on rare and valuable coins. We'll be bringing you even more incredible coin stories that could help you uncover hidden treasure. We're diving deep into what makes this coin so valuable and how you could potentially spot one in your collection. The 1984 Lincoln penny is a relatively common coin at first glance. Produced at the Philadelphia Mint, the no mint mark indicates it was struck there, as Philadelphia did not add mint marks to pennies at that time. Over 8 billion Lincoln pennies were struck in 1984, so what makes one of them worth millions of dollars? Collectors are always on the lookout for rare varieties, and for the 1984 penny, the key is an error known as the double die obverse, specifically focusing on Lincoln's ear. What you're looking for is an additional outline or doubling of Lincoln's ear, which is visible right behind his normal ear. This mistake occurred due to a misalignment during the minting process, where the die shifted slightly. If you spot this error, you could be holding a coin worth up to $1.7 million. So, how do you identify this rare error? First, you'll want to inspect Lincoln's ear on the obverse, or front side of the coin. Look for a distinct doubling behind his ear. You can easily spot it using a magnifying glass or, for more precision, a jeweler's loupe. Pay special attention to the back part of the ear. If there's any noticeable separation or outline, congratulations, you might be holding a double die obverse variety. Now let's talk money. While a regular 1984 Lincoln penny without a mint mark is only worth its face value, just 1 cent, an example of the 1984 double ear variety can fetch a staggering price at auction. In top mint state condition, collectors are willing to pay anywhere from $1,000 to $1.7 million. That's right, depending on the grade of your coin, you could be sitting on a small fortune. The highest price ever recorded for this coin is just shy of $2 million, proving that these tiny treasures hold significant value for the right buyer. If you believe you've found a 1984 double ear penny, the next step is to get it professionally graded. Grading services like PCGS or NGC are trusted names in the coin collecting world and will evaluate the condition of your coin, giving it a grade based on how well preserved it is. Coins in mint state asterisk or uncirculated condition, with no scratches or wear, are the most valuable. But even lower graded coins can fetch thousands of dollars. Remember, proper grading is key to unlocking the true value of your coin. Once your coin is graded, you'll want to find the best place to sell it. There are various options, including coin dealers, auction houses, and online marketplaces like eBay. However, for rare varieties like the 1984 double ear penny, major auction houses such as Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers often attract high-end collectors willing to pay top dollar. Before we wrap up, here's a quick tip. Always check your pocket change. Pennies from the 1980s are still in circulation today, and you never know when you might stumble upon a rare gem. Take the time to inspect your coins, particularly any 1984 Lincoln pennies, for that doubled ear error. It only takes one discovery to change your life. Who would have thought that a penny could be worth $1.7 million? If you have a 1984 Lincoln penny, it's time to check it closely. Remember, the key is in Lincoln's ear, and with a bit of luck, you might just find one of the rarest pennies in existence. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins worth big money, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you never miss a chance to uncover hidden treasures. We're going to uncover a hidden gem that could potentially make you a millionaire. We're talking about the 1975 D Lincoln penny, which could be worth an astounding $1.8 million. You heard that right, folks, a penny worth a fortune. Now, you might be wondering, how can a simple penny minted in the millions be worth so much? Well, stay tuned, because we're about to break down what makes this specific penny so valuable, how you can identify it, and why collectors are willing to pay such jaw-dropping amounts for it. Let's start with a little history on the 1975 D Lincoln penny. The D mint mark means this penny was struck at the Denver Mint. 1975 was a typical year for penny production, with billions of these coins being minted. So what makes one of these pennies stand out from the crowd and potentially worth a fortune? While most 1975 D pennies are common and only worth their face value, a few rare varieties and errors can drastically increase their worth. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for these rare mistakes because the minting process isn't always perfect. Sometimes, errors slip through quality control, and these error coins or variety coins can become highly prized by collectors. Now, let's talk about the kinds of rare errors or varieties you should be looking for on your 1975 D penny. One of the most valuable types of error coins that can send the value soaring is a double die. This happens when a coin is struck more than once, creating a doubling effect on the letters or design. In particular, you'll want to check for doubling on the words Liberty or the date 1975. If you see doubling on the lettering or numbers, that's a strong indicator that your coin could be worth much more than a penny. Some of these double die pennies have fetched tens of thousands, and in rare cases, even millions at auction. Another error that could make your penny extremely valuable is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin isn't struck properly in the center, leaving part of the design cut off. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable the coin can be. But it's not just errors that make these coins valuable. Even a standard 1975 D penny could be worth a lot if it's in pristine condition, what collectors call MS or mint state condition. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. If your 1975 D penny is in near perfect condition, meaning it has no scratches, no signs of wear, and looks almost brand new, it could be worth hundreds of thousands, and in some extreme cases, even up to $1.8 million if it's a perfect MS-70. These high-grade pennies are extremely rare, but they do exist, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for them. Okay, so now that you know what to look for, how do you go about finding one of these million-dollar pennies? First, you'll need a good magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe so you can closely inspect your pennies. Start by checking the date. Make sure it's from 1975 and look for the D mint mark, located just below the date on the front of the penny. Next, examine the penny for any signs of errors, like doubling on the letters or numbers. If you notice anything unusual, it might be worth getting the coin professionally graded. So what kind of money are we talking about here? How much can a 1975 D Lincoln penny really sell for? In recent years, there have been several record-breaking auctions for rare Lincoln pennies, with collectors willing to pay eye-popping amounts. One 1975 D penny in mint state condition recently sold for close to $1.8 million. That's right, this simple copper coin fetched nearly $2 million. It just goes to show, you never know what treasure might be hiding in your pocket change or old coin collection. Even a penny could make you a millionaire. So you've found what you think could be a rare and valuable 1975 D penny. What should you do next? First, you'll want to get the coin authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service, like PCGS or NGC. These organizations can verify the condition and authenticity of your coin, which is crucial when it comes to selling it for top dollar. Once your coin is graded, you can either list it for sale at an auction, contact a coin dealer, or even sell it online through platforms like eBay. Just be sure to get an expert's opinion before selling, so you don't miss out on the potential big payday. There you have it, folks. The 1975 D Lincoln penny that could be worth up to $1.8 million. Whether it's due to an error, a high-grade condition, or a rare variety, this little coin could change your life. So go ahead and start checking your loose change and old coin collections. You might just strike it rich. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. We're diving into a coin that could change your life. A penny worth an astonishing $1.9 million. Yes, you heard that right. We're talking about the 2013 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. So, stick around as we uncover what makes this penny so special and how you might just find one in your pocket change. First, let's talk about what makes the 2013 no-mint mark Lincoln penny so rare. The United States Mint produced billions of pennies each year, but the no-mint mark version from 2013 is incredibly unique. In 2013, the Philadelphia Mint did not place a mint mark on many of its coins, which is typical for pennies produced there. However, the value skyrockets for this particular year and tied due to a few key factors. While millions of coins were made, only a small fraction of the 2013 no-mint mark pennies have been found in uncirculated, pristine condition. As collectors look for rare pieces, the demand for uncirculated 2013 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies has increased dramatically over the years. This coin stands out not just because of its rarity, but also due to its significance in numismatic history. It marks the continuation of the Lincoln penny design, which has been beloved by collectors since its introduction in 1909. So what's the big deal about this penny? Well, in recent years, high-quality specimens have sold for staggering amounts. The record for a 2013 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is an unbelievable $1.9 million. But how can a penny be worth that much? Let's break it down. The grade of the coin significantly affects its value. Coins in mint state, especially those graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, fetch the highest prices. Some of these coins have fascinating stories or have been owned by notable collectors, adding to their allure and value. Keep an eye on auction results. Many of these high-value pennies have been sold at major coin auctions, sometimes resulting in bidding wars that drive prices up even further. Now that we know how valuable the 2013 no-mint mark Lincoln penny can be, you might be wondering, how do I find one? Here are some tips for you. Always look through your pocket change. You never know what you might find. The 2013 no-mint mark penny can easily be overlooked. Attend local coin shows and auctions. You might come across dealers selling these rarities. Websites like eBay or auction houses often have listings for this penny. Just be sure to do your research to avoid counterfeit coins. Learn how to grade coins. Understanding the grading system will help you identify high-value coins and spot the differences between common and rare ones. To wrap it up, the 2013 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is more than just a piece of change. It's a potential goldmine. If you find one in great condition, you could be holding on to a coin worth $1.9 million. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe for more content about rare coins and collectibles. Also, drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or if you have any tips to share.